LinkedIn Campaign Manager, full tutorial. Good day, ladies and gentlemen, folks, welcome to this channel. Today I'm going to go through the LinkedIn Campaign Manager and we're going to get straight into it. I'm going to show you step by step on how to set up a campaign and how to use all of the wonderful features that they have to offer us. So the first thing you want to do is on your LinkedIn profile, you want to be logged in. You're going to go up to the top right hand side of the screen and there's something that says advertise. Now we're going to tap on that advertise, and once you tap on that advertise you will find a page like this, and it is your LinkedIn Campaign Manager as it says right at the top. It then allows you to change the account name and then also the page that is associated with your LinkedIn profile. You can also change your currency right over here at the bottom, agree and create account. And this is the first page that you will end up on, and this is your Campaign Manager dashboard. So right over here, what you can do is on the left hand side you can tap on create and you can create a new account. That's if you want to create a new account or if you don't already have an account. You can just put in all your account details and tap on save at the bottom of the page. So we have an account over here that is already existing, and we're going to tap on that account. From this page you can now manage everything from your campaigns as well as your campaign groups and your ads. So the first thing you want to see over here is the toolbar at the top. There's campaign groups, campaigns and ads, and this is where you can manage everything. On the left hand side you have your toolbar. So you can change accounts over here if you have multiple accounts. You can also plan your brand safety as well as your audiences here. The advertise over here is the page that you're currently on. We also have some testing. You can look at your analytics, and there are some AI recommendations. We can also access our assets as well as our account settings, such as the manager access, the billing center, and then you can just edit your account altogether. You also have your company page and your LinkedIn business manager that you can actually access all from here. So we want to now create a campaign, and you can go ahead here and tap on campaigns, and you can see you can now tap on create, and you can either create a campaign group or an account. We're going to go ahead and create a campaign. So over here you can create your campaign name, so we can just go campaign 55, and we're going to go ahead now, and as you can see over here you have some group objectives. Now this is where things start to get serious. We want to know what our goals are. So if we want to create brand awareness, we want to create considerations such as website visits, engagement and video views, or is it something like conversions, lead generation, website conversions, or job applicants that we would like to actually gain here? So whichever it is that you would like, we're going to go ahead and you are going to click on that. This will now open up a new window, and each objective that you click on will give you a few slightly different options. So over here it says lead generation. It says also I want more quality leads on LinkedIn, and we're going to go down now and we can start with the budget as well as the schedule. So the budget optimizer, you have the option to either add that on or off. Basically you want to run continuously from your start date, and then you want to set your start date. Now the start date is the current day. Then you can also set a start date as well as an end date if you're not going to run it continuously. However, I would like to run it continuously because I have the power to pause it and stop it and cancel that campaign when I feel it is best. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to tap on next. Over here we're going to give this campaign a name. It does already give it a default name. We're going to leave that just like that, and then we also again have our group objective. We can now have a look at our audience. So having a look at audiences, these are the people that your ads are going to be shown to. So if you have any saved audiences, then you can just access them over here, and then you also get offered audiences grouped by LinkedIn itself. If you would like to create a new audience over here, as you can see, you can now start creating it. So you want to enter in the location of your target audience, and then you can also include certain people in other locations. You now can also choose the language, and you can choose more specifically your target audience. So you can click on this audiences, and we can say lists, upload, or lookalikes, or predictive, retargeting, third party, or other. And then we can have a look at some more audience attributes such as particular companies, demographics, education, job experience, interests, as well as traits. So once you've defined this audience, you can go down now, and we're going to allow for audience expansion. That basically means that if there are more people with similar traits or similar aspects to the ones that you've selected over here, that will also be included in your audience group. If you want to now save this group that you've just created, you can go ahead, tap on save audience, and then the next campaign that you create, you can just go up here to the saved audiences, and you can choose that audience group straight from there. Having a look now at the ad format, we can either go in with a single image, a carousel, video, a message, conversation, or a document. And this is quite nice. It gives you a fair amount of options. We're going to just go ahead and say carousel image, and on the right hand side over here, as you can see, we are generating some ad details or some campaign details. We're going down now again, and we're looking at the placement. Now the placement basically is where your ads will be shown. So we have a LinkedIn, of course, that is going to be checked, and it will stay checked. And then we have LinkedIn Audience Network. So this is place ads on trusted third-party publishers where LinkedIn audiences engage as well. If you would like to do that, you can turn that on. If not, you can just leave it exactly the way it is. Let's go down now. We're having a look at our budget and our schedule, and now we can actually start setting our exact budget. So we can set both a daily budget as well as a lifetime budget, or you can set a daily budget only or a lifetime budget only. I'm going to go ahead and set a daily budget. I think it's just a better way for me to micromanage what I'm spending on my LinkedIn campaigns. So you're going to go ahead, and it says here, this is the amount that is actually spent every day, and it may vary. So we're going to go ahead, you can enter this amount in over here. We're going to make it $300, and as you go down here, you will see now you can select whether to run the campaign continuously. You're going to select your start date, and then if you want to not run it continuously, you're going to go ahead, select the set start and end date. You can now enter your end date as well as your start date. I'm going to leave it exactly like that. We're going to go now down to the bidding. Here, basically your optimization goal, which is leads, as well as your bidding strategy. You can now either choose the maximum delivery, which gets the most results possible with your full budget, or you can have a cost cap. You can get as many results as possible while staying under your desired maximum cost per result. And really, this is up to you. However, I like the cap because it does allow me to have more control. You have now some additional options that you can get into, such as manual bidding. We're going to close that and leave it exactly the way it is. You can also have a conversion tracking, which is optional, but I do suggest that you create a conversion tracking. This measures the actions members take on your website after clicking on viewing your LinkedIn ad, and this is great so you can track actually what your audience is doing. We're going to go ahead and tap on next, and you can see now that your campaign has actually been created. We can now actually create an ad for our campaign. So we're going to tap on create new ad. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to name the ad, and we're going to go advert 55, and right down over here we have the introductory text. This introductory text is at the beginning of your ad, and you want to make sure that you stay within the 150 character limit, and we want to make sure that this ad is attractive. And then we have a destination URL. This is basically what a landing page is. So this landing page is when somebody clicks on your ad, this is where they're going to end up. Then we have the cards. We have a card headline, a card destination URL, and then a second card headline and a second card destination URL. Once you have entered this information over here, you can also add an image just over here, and we can start building our ad. We now get into our form details. So here you get to select your call to action. So it's either sign up, apply now, download, get quote. There is also learn more, subscribe, register, join, attend, and request demo. So you can go ahead and select any one of those. And then you can also select a lead generation form, or you can just create a new one. We're going to leave that exactly the way it is. We're going to go down to the bottom of the page and we are going to tap on save ad. And then you end up on this page and it says that your ad is now in draft, and you can go ahead and you can make that public. So going back now to your campaign manager, here is again where you'll be able to manage all of your campaigns as well as your ads. If you want to add anything over here, you can just go ahead and do it at the top. On the right hand side, you have your profile picture. You can just tap on that. You can manage your sponsored messenger sender permissions as well as your email preferences, your business manager requests, and a few other details over there. And once you have created your ads, you can start running your ads. If you want to toggle your ads off, you can just go ahead and you can just hit that blue button over there. It's now paused. You can see how much you've spent over here. You can see your impressions, your clicks, and then your average click-through rate, and there are a couple other things that you can see over here. So basically they give you all your stats on your advertise page on your dashboard. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. If it was helpful, don't forget to drop us a like. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you in another awesome video. Happy advertising!